Hey Taurus, how y'all doing? Welcome. We are going to be doing your second half of April general reading here. So your meditation was short but sweet. I like it. I saw someone writing a letter or a note with like this feathered calligraphy pen, putting it in an envelope, and then zoop, sending it right up into the heavens or the atmosphere, or sending it right up. And then I saw the image of the Ace of Cups and the dove. I do feel like there is an aspect where you are being particularly held in the palm of the divine's hand. It feels like you are in a place where you're being particularly nurtured, protected. It's like your connection to the other realm, the divine, your higher self, your ancestors, your own heart, your own mind and intuition is particularly strong and at a very high vibration for the second half of April. It just felt real right. It just felt real right, okay? I mean, when doves and Ace of Cups, and it does feel like your intuition is flowing like water in a really beautiful way. And it just feels like there's a clear signal. It feels like it's like you're being held in these very loving and peaceful arms. It feels really, really nice. It was really nice, actually. Very good. So let's see what your animal energy is. Full second half of April, returning to the original format here. Here we go. Come on now. Oh my God. I just got shivers all of my body. Cause you got the crow. Hi, hello. So first of all, let's just talk about this. You know, the crow is very much about, you know, magical communication, speaking up, using your voice. Remember, I saw you guys writing something and sending a message upward. This is so beautiful. This is also when the crow comes up, it's like, caw, caw, like magic and change are afoot. Magic and change are afoot, but in a very positive way. Ooh, do you see how this crow is balancing on like this very colorful, looks like a crystal ball orb situation here? And this is just feeling a lot like what I saw for you guys. You know, let me tell you something, whatever, you know, part of the reason that I, you know, so closely affiliate myself and I call out to the energy of the crow people when I do these readings and in this work is because they are so vocal. They're not shy. You know, there's some animal energies that, you know, it's like very gentle and very subtle, like the butterfly, where it's like, oh, la, 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 la. But the crow is like the more social and vocal version of the raven for me energetically, where it's like, ah, ah, it like will be heard. You know what I mean? It's like all of that extra energy. So I'm just saying that to say that, like I said, your communication, either coming towards you or the communication that you have with yourself or the communication that you are putting out there, or your connection to the divine, right, is strong and the signal is clear, darlings. I love that you've got air energy here. When I saw it's like whoop going up into the atmosphere. I'm obsessed. I feel like there's a lot of communication that's important. I feel like some of you guys are writers, and I feel like some of you guys are going to be writing something that is very beneficial to more than one person, if that makes sense. Like if you write like a song or something, and then that song helps a lot of people, it's like a domino effect of whatever you're working on right now, or you're journaling and it's something that's really going to help transmute things for you and help you to come to big realizations about yourself and your situation and what you want going forward. But I definitely see, because I saw that pen writing, this is a lot about writing, communication, and speaking the truth of things, right? Communicating the truth of things. Let's see what's going on. Oh my gosh, we're coming into your birthday season. Hello. Oh my God, oh, you can't, the camera's too high, dang it. But two flipped out at one time, and I really like it when that happens. By the way, on the bottom of the deck, you got the sun, which is illumination and truth. Hello. Okay, so what do we got? Oh, okay, you guys are, okay, stop. Stop it right now. You got the Two of Cups. La 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 la. Remember when we were talking about first of all, remember when I said that signal was strong, then we have these ribbons and this teacup. You know, Two of Cups, traditionally speaking, can definitely speak of a romantic energy where it's two like-minded, and I should really say two souls of a similar vibration coming together to work and zhuzh and vibe off the other and lend and feed and help the other grow. And it's like, you know, together we bring two full cups and together we create a big goblet, like the Ace of Cups that I saw in your meditation. Hello, hello, hello. You know, I'm getting something very specific with this. But this can also be, you know, friendships as well, that it's like, wow, if, you know, it's like, it's that deep soul connection. But I want to speak about something. Remember how I said the crows about speaking up the truth around things and truthful communication? You know, there is a expression that I really, really love that I believe was coined by, it's either RuPaul or Paris is Burning, which is like an old documentary. But it's like, let me give you the tea. And the tea means the truth. Right? It's like sipping that tea, right? I'm gonna give you the tea. What's the truth, honey? What's the truth? There's so much truth inherent in this reading right now, and I really, really like it. Love looks not with the eye, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Whoa, you know, when they're piping through Shakespeare, one of the greatest writers of any generation, you know it's on. There's really something here about writing, communication. You could be I almost said communicating, as if you're commuting with communication. You could be communicating with someone at a distance from you, or you know, through the written word, which is really, really cool. Could be someone from a different background, because look at these two different, you know, like opposites attract energy here. But you're the peanut butter to my jelly. I just heard that. Then you got the Ace of Pentacles. Hi. I saw the Ace of Cups in your meditation, and I have the Ace of Pentacles coming here, and I love it. Listen, this is a big opportunity. You know, you have Earth energy here, repping your Earth sign selves here. This is a big offer. This is a big opportunity. This is a big eureka moment where, oh, it's kind of like what I saw where you're creating something that's going to help a lot of people or bring some good money or opportunity or relationships towards you. It kind of feels like the idea is golden, just like this pentacle here. And it feels really good. Do you see how this pentacle here wants, I have no idea what that looks like, a cake of some sort, but it really feels like it's like, hi, I worked on this, I did this, I created this, right? Whether this is a realization that comes to you during the second half of April, this could be a conversation that you have with an old friend that you're like, oh my God, I've got to get back to what I love to do. I haven't painted in forever. And you start painting again, and it leads you to another great idea of like how to, you know, a new line of work that really brings in the big bucks, or it makes you remember a love that you had a long time ago, and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna reach out to them again and see how they are, and it restarts, it rekindles something. There's something about this, like A leads to B leads to C, and the C is sung by like a major choir. That's what this feels like. This can also speak of engagement and partnerships that are monetarily abundant. Yeah, it's very good. Oh my God, Taurus, I love it. I'm so excited. You're going into your birthday season with these energies. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. So, hello, which leads to the Seven of Cups. And you know what I like to say about this key? Problems of abundance. You know, I love how it's depicted here, because look how she's just like, oh my God, so many options. Like, which one do I choose? I just want to point something out. I always think that this dude here that's on this little chest of, you know, option here looks like Oscar Wilde, which also makes me think of Dorian Gray, the picture of Dorian Gray. And I was seeing painting as well and creating. You know, that very much speaks to me. He was also a fabulous writer. I'm really tuning into a writer or someone who writes in a way that is really, really, really magical, right? It's like you could even go to your journal and start in one energy, and then you start journaling or your automatic writing, and then you end that journal entry and you just feel completely different than you did when you sat down to the journal. It's like using the journal or the pen as a vehicle to transmute energy and take you from one place to another. It's freaking stunning. Yeah, traditionally this is having a lot of optionality and not having the obvious choice be immediately apparent to you. But this is taking time to consider your options as well. But I really but do you remember how I said it's the A to the B to the C? That's pretty much what this feels like, right? I really like it. Again, I always say, like, problems of abundance, right? This is a good problem to have. You know what I mean? And I love that it's the Ace of Pentacles to the Seven of Cups. You may have more than one idea, more than one offer, more than one opportunity, or it's one big opportunity or person or offer or whatever that is that puts you into a place of, oh my God, there's so many different ways that I could handle this, or this could go, or that I could build upon this, right? Let's get a clarifier for this Two of Cups here, Taurus. I knew it felt good. Oh, hi and hello. So is this the Knight of Swords coming up in your reading, which definitely represents not only air signs like the crow, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but it's also about communication. Hello, communicate, Taurus, better communicate. So this is a quick incoming truth. This is quick incoming fast communication. It's not, this is kind of can be like, this is not the most beautiful term I can think of, but like verbal, diarrhea, where it's like this can happen when you've been holding something back, or you've been thinking about saying something, or you've been working on an email to send and you keep editing it, and then you're just like, oh my God, I'm chucking every draft and just going for, I'm like shooting from the hip, and I'm gonna do it live. I'm doing it live. That's what the Knight of Swords is to me. I'm gonna do it live. Right, which just means like you're throwing away the script, and you're just literally coming from a place of instinct, which is very much the Knight of Swords. This is also fast forward movement as well. Give me all these little birds in the sky. I really like it. I really, really like it. Around this Two of Cups. This is a quick upstart with someone that you're either partnering with, a romantic option, a romantic and business option, but this is beautiful. This could also really be you partnering with someone during this time where you're like, you know what is that song I'm hearing? What is that song I'm hearing? I feel like it's from Greece. I can't think of it, but it's something about being better together, or it takes two. Those aren't from Greece, but there's something I'm hearing about this where, Greece. The two opposite types with Sandy and was it Danny Zuko, right? Two opposites coming together. It's like your strengths are my weaknesses and my weaknesses are your strengths, and together we are a Captain Planet. Together we are coming together with two full cups, and it really just makes kind of this beautiful, beautiful, larger concoction of creative magic. It just feels that way. It does, it feels that way. It's very, very good. Yeah, it's interesting. Do you see how this Knight of Swords here is kind of like getting this guy the heck out of the way? Ooh, do you see how the sword here is in the shape of a heart? Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I really feel that there's this like devil may care energy of just like, I have got to move on this. I've got to speak up. I've got to speak my truth. I've got to let you know how I feel. I've got to write this out. I've got to submit what I've been working on to other people's, eyes and ears. It feels really good. It feels very sure of itself, which is a good thing in this context. Ace of Pentacles. Oh my God. Whew. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles. This is kind of mirroring the Seven of Cups here as well, where you're juggling and considering your different options. I also want to point something out. You see this ocean in the background and how one ship is further away and one ship is at the forefront here. This can also denote being at a physical distance from someone, or not being able, that's kind of pertinent for right now and going into the last half of April here. But this is really considering your options and going, which one, not which one is easiest or not which one is most obvious, but which one feels right to me in my core. This is beautiful. This Ace of Pentacles opportunity or realization comes in, and then you go right into this place of, okay, what is, oh my God, it's mirroring. Look at this. Remember how I was drawn to the sphere of the crow? Look at all these circles here, right? This is really beautiful, and this is that thinking hat too, right? When the artist, Pamela Coleman Smith, I think was her name, Pamela Coleman, she, made this hat on the Two of Pentacles and called it like the thinking cap. It's really you're getting in your mind about like, what do I want to be my reality? Which path is my most desirable path? Because I have an opportunity here and the energy's in the air, but it is up to me because there's always options. It's never like this is your defined path and that's what it's going to be and that's it and that's all. No, it's like the universe comes along and says like, hey, here's this and this and this. Well, what do you want to do with it? What do you want out of this? What's your decision? What's your choice? Because we are our choices. And that's what this is. This is the we are our choices key, right? It's really beautiful. I do feel like it might involve another person somehow. Either you're taking into account someone else's opinion about it. I feel like it could be an elder, like someone in your family who's lived a little bit, or at least older than you, or quite experienced, or even an older friend or someone who's had a lot of experience, like I said. I do feel like you're taking into account other people's opinions or directives, but I feel like at the end of the day, you're going to go with your gut and how you feel about it, which is really cool. I also feel like, you know, with the crow, a lot of signs and synchronicities from the universe as well. I associate the crow with the number 5. You could be seeing 555 a lot, or just repeating numbers in general. 7 of Cups. What's good? Oh, hi. The Chariot. You don't say. The Chariot. Cancerian energy here. This is fast, forward-moving, balanced energy in a very clear direction ahead. So do you see how these kind of off the top are two different energies? If 7 of Cups is kind of looking at all of your options and taking a moment, right, to decipher which one you're naturally pulled towards, and then the Chariot is like, boop, 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 like full speed ahead, right? It's really beautiful how this is coming up here, because I feel like what this is saying is once you make this decision, especially if you make it from your gut, from your intuition, you can call upon the crow energy and say, send me a sign around this. Send me this specific sign, 3 of these specific signs. You could say, send me 3 crows in 3 days, and then see if they come up, right? Watch spirit work for you. It's just about having that sense of knowing, where it's like, I know that this is the path ahead for me. I know that this is the right person to team up with. I know that this is the right person to take a chance on. I know that this is the right time to go back to school, or, you know, start my own business, or leave my day job and really pursue my artistic, dreams full time, because only in that context will I really succeed in the way that I want to. I'm getting a feeling of someone who's in a particular line of work that pays, or that is you've been schooled in or trained in or been at that job for a minute, and you're really considering, you're starting to wake up to the reality that there's something else that really makes the time go by and really fills your heart with joy. Whether that's like you're a creator, you're an artist, or you want to help other people, be a counselor, or you want to be a teacher, there's something about that. And if you think about this time as a big restructuring, which is what it is, right? Then this is a beautiful time to really work with that energy around. So let me tell you something. Crow energy is afoot right now anyway. So the fact that it came up in your reading is just saying that it's extra prevalent for you that you have this beautiful opportunity at this moment to transform your own energy situation and sight, so that as we move through and out of this time and into the next chapter, as it were, into the next, energy bank, as it were, right? When things when it goes from this to this, as it were, you have this opportunity to go out full steam ahead. Because let me tell you something. There are others during this time who are, and nothing is right or wrong, by the way. There's no right or wrong to sit within a given time, especially with where we are. But some people are going to go through this time and just go, you know what, I need to self-nurture, and I'm not in a place to really rearrange or reconfigure or get clear about anything. It's just a moment-to-moment, day-to-day reality for me, and that's what feels best, and that's valid and beautiful. What I'm feeling for the collective that I'm tapping in for you, for these, going into your birthday season for second half of April, is you have an opportunity, if it feels right to do so, to really be active in your mind space and in your creative space and in your heart space. Write it out, journal, all of that good stuff, create, because you have an opportunity that when this time, transitions and we're moving through and ahead and out of this time, you have an opportunity to really hit the ground running. See what I'm saying with that? Whereas others may come out of this time and start the 7 of Cups. You have an opportunity to already be in the 7 of Cups, where you're considering all of your options after these other steps, and you're just going to come out like the Chariot, moving on it, right? Like a horse waiting in the stall. I just got that very specific image, a horse waiting in the stall, which feels really good. Also, birthday wishes here too, I'm getting as well for you guys. Your birthday season's always going to be its own type of special energy. So I'm really hearing to, really roll with that, capitalize on it. You know what I mean? And I just heard for someone, appreciate the small things. Appreciate the small things, and it will lend an even greater appreciation to the big things. Okay? Let's get Oracle. I'm also feeling a grandmother energy here, and I'm seeing chocolate chip cookies. You know, for some of you guys, baking, cooking, spending time in the kitchen, and also connecting with your ancestors, or I got elders earlier, could be very beneficial and lovely for you guys. It just feels really, really good. We do have abundance here on the bottom, which I'm obsessed with. And I was definitely talking about the beautiful, subtle energy of the butterfly earlier. No shade, butterfly. I love you as a guide as well. You're just more subtle than the crow. Oh my God. Okay, first of all, this oracle very seldomly comes up. I could not be more obsessed that it came up for you. Okay, I'm so excited right now. See this cardinal here? Well, it's actually a cardinal with blue wings. It's interesting that it's depicted that way. It feels like it's marrying together the cardinal and the bluebird. Let's talk. And then you have the peacock here. The peacock, which is about being seen, and the peacock comes up for me to represent people in the public eye or people with artistic gifts who are moving into a public eye or want to share their work. So let's talk about the cardinal. The cardinal comes through when ancestors or loved ones who've passed over onto the other side are coming over to the earth plane to say, hey, what's up? I'm here. I'm supporting and guiding you. Look at those little red birds and butterflies on that horse's, I don't know, what is that? Like a bridle? I think this is the bridle, but look, I'm obsessed with that. Cardinals are absolutely your ancestors and loved ones whenever they appear in the 3D sphere. So I really, really love that for you guys. The bluebird is very much, so definitely, I'm feeling a grandmother and a grandfather actually. Okay, when we think about what our ancestors, whether we knew them in this lifetime or not, when we think about the strength that is derived from the bloodline of our ancestors, it is the most healing tonic. Okay, because we actually inherit through our DNA the strength of the people that came before us in our given bloodline. And that's not even including spirit guides and angel help and everything else. So, in moments where, for sources of inspiration or in times where you may need comfort or strength or whatever have you, definitely call upon the strength and this, beautiful survival energy in your bloodline. Think about what your ancestors went through. Think about what they survived. Think about what they sacrificed so that you could be where you are today, right? There's something in that for a group of y'all. I just feel it really keenly, really, really keenly, okay? You could also be writing about that as well or drawing upon that as a source of inspiration for something. It feels very, very important. There's a lot of signs and synchronicities, and I mean, I think you're going to be seeing some very special birds or some birds in a context that just feels very specific and special to you. The bluebird is about joy and appreciating where you are at any given moment. So the fact that I'm getting bluebird and cardinal together along with the peacock, sanctuary. Remember when I said that it's about how you use this time and you have the opportunity to 7 of Cups it right now so that when the next chapter unfolds, you're able to cherry it right on through and out of it? Remember when I said that you feel like you're being very specially connected and sourced through the divine and that you're being held in the palm of a very comforting and nurturing hand? Sanctuary. That's what this is. I love it. Taurus, what else is there to say? I could go on and on, but I won't. This is really, really beautiful. I'm also hearing diamond in the rough. Someone's working on something that is going to be huge or going to help a lot of people, I'm telling you right now. And she's wearing a peacock cape. I'm telling you, people in the public eye or artists are creating something that, or transitioning to yourself into a line of work or reality that just feels really aligned with your soul's purpose and really makes the time fly. Okay. All right, my beautiful bulls. This was your second half of April general reading. I'm so excited for you guys. Happy birthday season. Thank you guys so much for being here. And as always, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.